Good morning or good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching Semnestic Games. I'm your host, Frankie, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Mystic Knight class of Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen. To begin, let's start off with some basic facts about the Mystic Knight. When you first start off the Mystic Knight, it'll cost 150 discipline points. It is also a hybrid vocation of the two main vocations, Fighter and Mage. The lowest level you can be as a Mystic Knight is level 10, so let's start off with the stat growths from level 10. When you're above level 10, you'll gain 30 health points, 20 stamina points, 2 attack, 3 defense, 3 magic attack, and 3 magic defense for every 1 level as a Mystic Knight up to level 100. The conclusion that you can draw from the Mystic Knight stat gains is that the Mystic Knight is going to gain a lot more health points than he is going to gain stamina points, making him more tough than he is able to run away from a fight. When you're a Mystic Knight, you'll be able to wield 3 main weapons: a sword, a mace, or a staff. You'll also be able to have 1 magic shield. Now that we know what the Mystic Knight is, let's talk about what class you should start off as. When you're a Mystic Knight, your main focus is on magic and strength, not necessarily more in one direction than another. Because of this, it mainly boils down to personal preference. Are you going to prefer to use strong magic attacks against the final bosses, or are you going to prefer to use more melee attacks and climb onto bosses? Each one of these tactics have their own strong points. If you're planning on making yourself a really strong Mystic Knight in a magic class, you're probably going to want to start off with something such as Strider. For most classes, you're going to want to start off as Strider because of its even stat gains in both strength and magic. Now, once you've gone through 10 levels of the Strider class, you're probably going to want to switch into a class such as Sorcerer or Mage due to their high magic attack gains. You should then use 40 to 30 levels of Sorcerer or Mage to gain that high attack in magic. Once you've completed this, you're probably going to want to switch into your Mystic Knight class so you can begin to gain some strength. At the beginning, you're probably going to want to start off with using a sword, due to the fact that it has a high swinging speed and the fact that you're not going to be able to deal a lot of damage from your strength attacks. But if you feel more like you're going to use a staff, go all out for it. Now, if you want to do a more strength build for your Mystic Knight, you're probably going to want to still start off as a Strider due to its even stat gains. You'll get some much needed magic defense in there. Now, once you've reached Grand Sorin, you're probably going to want to go into a Fighter or Warrior class to gain strength. If you plan on doing this, you're probably going to definitely want to use a mace because of its high strength attack. Okay, now that you've chosen one of these paths, there is a third and final path you might want to consider, which is just going all out even, which is just going Strider level 0 to level 50 and then switching to Mystic Knight. I hope you guys find this video helpful, and if you did, be sure to drop a like and subscribe if you want to see more on classes of Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen. Also, be sure to leave a comment for what class you want to see next.